We finna see now. We live for real now. Cause today we gotta start. We gotta start over like I just do this whole goddamn thing again. Free from suffering. Today we talking about free from motherfucking suffering. Be in the world but not of it. Let's make sure. Nope, that ain't the one. Talking about live right now. It still ain't showing. Yo, Luminary, can you hear me, bro? I've been trying to go live 3 times. I need to know if it's actually coming through. My video coming through. My audio coming through. My audio coming through. Sound like it. Probably say he hear me. All right, let me let everybody in the Discord know that we back live. We back live in the world, but not of it, Brody. That is what we on today. That is what we on today. In the world, but not of it. My brother, my sister. Let everybody know. Boom. So, what we started off with, where I was going for fucking 15 minutes the whole time it was froze. We got to understand where suffering happen at. What does the suffering happen at? What does the suffering succotash happen at? Where is that happening? As spiritual people, we need to know this. As people going towards enlightenment, as people going towards salvation, liberation, whatever word that you like to hear and want to hear, y'all, please hit that like button, y'all. Please hit that like button. Whatever thing that you want to call it, going to the Godhead, but eh, becoming God, whatever it is, what whatever it is, we need to understand where suffering takes place. Suffering takes place in two places, though. Only for you, suffering only takes place in two places. For one, we need to understand suffering happens in the body, right? Suffering happens in the body. And we've talked before, the body don't need you to be doing shit. In a certain sense, we're talking about here. The body is on autopilot. Your body on autopilot, bruh. Your body's on autopilot, bro. Hit that like button for me, y'all. Your body is on autopilot, nigga. The blood pumping, the heart beating, the breath, that's automatic. Do you got to think about it? Oh yeah, foot shit. I forgot to breathe. Oh shit, I forgot to get my heart pumping, get my juices flowing. Hit the like button, y'all. I forgot to get my heart pumping and my juices flowing. No, the body don't need you to do that. The body, all right, cool. What's happening? What's happening? The body don't need that. Coop, you got another name? Oh, this another Coop. The body don't need you to do all of that. The body is automatic with this shit, gang. The body's automatic with this shit. Oh, there go Coop. Oh, it's two Coops. Coop TGS. Peace. Appreciate you for coming here standing on P with us. Today we talking about overcoming suffering. And what's the method? What's the practical steps? And I'm gonna have to go through what I just went through trying to do this live stream 10 minutes ago. But it's cool because I love this shit. So where does suffering happening? Where is suffering happening for you right now? First of all, it's the body. We already talked about the body is on autopilot and automatic. It's automatic. It don't need you to help. Peace Zero, my guy, finally got to catch a live again. That's my dog, the Mexico spiritual hero, aka Zero. That's my guy. So, what is suffering happening? It's happening in the body. First of all, it's in two places. It's happening in the body. You got to understand that your body already has its automatic karma too. Just like it automatically pumps blood, just like it automatically pumps breath through your body, just like the cells automatically doing what it's doing. Think about it, if your ass, please hit the like button, y'all. Think about it, if your ass was sitting there trying to function, trying to make every part of the body function with your will. Think about that. Nigga, you would be dead in a split second. You can't handle that pressure. Hit the like button, y'all. There we go. Somebody else. Come on. It don't take too much. Unless you just waiting to see if you want to hit that dislike button, which is fine as well too. Drop some P's in the comments. So if suffering is happening on the first level in the body, and the body's on automatic, the best you can do, I understand, you know what I'm saying? Try to stay healthy and this and this and that. But it don't matter, because what does the body do? It goes through growing pains, nigga. You start off as a baby, then you get middle of your life, and then you get towards the end of your life. It's going to break down. It's going to break down. It's crazy, because one thing that we all know in this world, right? What's that one thing that we all know? Death is coming for everybody. But yet we hold on to life with dear life. We hold on to dear life with the tightest grips. I'm not saying do the S word. Yeah, I know the S word. I'm not saying go and check up out of here. That's not what I'm saying. We're getting somewhere with this. We understand what the body does naturally. It breaks down and it builds up. It's doing it as we sit. Dead skin cells being killed and new ones being rebirthed. Cells dying and new ones being rebirthed. The suffering starts in the body. There's nothing we can do about that on a holistic scale, because this motherfucker is going to perish. That's the karma of this body. That's the cause and effect. That's the action of this body. Remember, karma comes from the root word kri in Hindi or Sanskrit. That means to do. You get on some metaphysical shit, to do, and then action. I mean, then effect. Do something, then the effect comes behind it. So it's automatic. So we know the body suffers, right? Then what is above that? It would be the mind. You got to think about it. Everything that you know about yourself, everything that you cling on to, your name, who you say you are, all your experiences. I went through this, that, this, and this, and that. I like this, that, this, and this, and that. I feel this, that, this, and this, and I don't feel that. Think about it. Everything that I just named, all those titles or concepts that I just gave, all of those bundled up is one big ball of you, what you identify as. You identified as one big bag of shit of who you call yourself. And when I say shit, like you the shit. You the shit, my nigga. You that big ball of shit. That's you. Remember, new things get birthed from shit. Hit the like button, y'all, please. New things are birthed from shit. So take shit as a good thing, as we do in the hood. I ain't say you ain't shit. What are we understanding here? Death is 100% true. The body is our time limit vessel. Come on now. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Zero. So what are we saying? Everything that you conceive of yourself as being are these two places that I said where suffering happens, niggas. Suffering happens in the mind and the body. You suffer because things don't seem to go your way. Because you under the illusion that you can control every goddamn thing. Fact or not, true or not, relevant or not. Is this not true? That we feel like we can control everything? Because we know the death is coming, but we fight so hard, tirelessly. Hey, check this out. We fight so hard, tirelessly, to live longer and end up dying sooner. Think about the fucking paradox of this fucking realm, bro. That what we was talking about in the Discord, bro. It's like, bro, it becomes funny at this point. Once you get to that, that's what we're going to. Once you get to the certain point where we're going to today, you notice the game of this shit, bro. You notice that you are above this shit. See how Ganesh sit perfectly above me, just observing? Like, desires equals suffering. No desires equals no suffering. We get into some shit today. That's what Coop said. Can I? No. Desires. Oh, it don't show up on the screen because I ain't on what's the name. My bad, y'all. So yeah, that's surely what I said. I'm gonna call you Coop TG, TGS. Exactly what I said. The vid you dropped on a 103-year-old lady. That's what I talked about today. The 103-year-old lady, bro. I heard it on the radio. 103. 103. Now, listen, I'm not promoting go eat all the GMO food you can. I do. I don't eat all that I can, but I do eat GMO food. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying here is this 103-year-old lady came onto the radio today, and they was asking her, like, you can just hear it in her voice, baby. I just, and I just give all thanks to the Lord. Now, you may be in your spirituality, I'm like, should he tell him about Jesus? Jesus ain't real. Hmm. To her, he is. God damn it. She living to 103. Everybody trying to fight to live a long time. She living to 103, and guess they asked her what her daily meal is, nigga. Yeah, what's your ritual for the day? Pepsi and Cheeto Puffs, nigga. Pepsi and Cheeto Puffs. And niggas dying to get some goddamn healthy diet. Don't get me wrong, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with eating healthy. I am. But I'm just saying, check out the paradox of this place. For one, what you think is making her live longer than everybody? She probably live longer than her goddamn kids, nigga. Her grandkids probably finna get ready to die, nigga. She still pumping. Hit that like button, y'all. You definitely hit the like button. Fuck with your bye. Hold on, what do you say? Okay. Hey, but now like her kids probably finna get ready. Her grandkids, but she probably live longer than her damn kids, nigga. Motherfucker back then was fucking at 14. Well, everybody fucking. So, but goddamn motherfucker, she could have had her kids at 14. Okay, you eat the meal. Don't let the meal eat you. Meaning control the context. Controlling the context, exactly right. That's what we getting into. She don't carry conditions that make her more the truth than an identity. That's what we get into. That's what we getting into, guys and gals who watching. That's what we getting into. Her mind was of a joyous one and a grateful one. She lived in gratitude. Hit the like button, y'all. Please hit that light button because we ain't even started the lecture yet. Her mind is of a joyous nature. I remember Bobby Hemmy brought that shit up about his brother, right? She lived in gratitude. You see what I'm saying? She lived in gratitude. Whatever y'all want to call, she living in gratitude towards a fake, um, 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 European deity that really was a drunk on the curb. Who gives a fuck? Cause it's working for her. That's magic, nigga. That's what magic supposed to be doing. You supposed to be making this shit work for you. It's working for her. See, it's the mind. Cause you can run around here with that mind and be like, oh, they got GMO in it. Oh, we got that in it. Oh, we got that in it. Oh, we got that in it. I can't eat that. I can't eat that. I can't eat that. Think about what you're doing. You creating the enemy. You creating the enemy. Oh, you ain't got no. Maybe you feel like it's all love around the world, but when you go to that grocery store, when you go to the store and grab you some waters and some juice, everything in that motherfucker enemy. I can't help but pick it up and read the back of that motherfucker. I do it, but my shit is so minimal, like very minimal. I do it. You creating right zero. You creating more duality. You creating more duality. Duality is the cause of all suffering. We're gonna get into that tonight. Coop say groceries are the enemy. Now you mad at groceries, nigga. Now you mad at groceries. Now groceries is attacking your ass. If we supposed to be alchemists, right? We alchemists, right? We alchemizing and shit, right? How? How? I'm not. I'm saying this to you. Yes, I am saying this to you. God damn it, because sometimes we just need to be talked to in that manner. Not disrespectful, but just with a serious tone. How, nigga? How we alchemizing? Because if you are worried, we know what does worrying do? Creates fear. What does fear do? Lower your immune system. You doing that already when you grocery shopping and you shopping and you looking for food. Here it is, a lady that's 103. Now I'm not saying now you got to understand the type of mind she has too. And what do we also speak about? The karma of the body. The body already has the karma, and I mean a different type of karma too. Like the type of body that you come into, it already is already got a chip played out for it. But if you walking into every place and you checking every corner, you looking for trouble. You turning over every goddamn label looking for fucking trouble. What is that saying to your mind? What do we say about what reincarnation does? What's reincarnating you? Your mental impressions. If you are heavily impressing on your mind that this food is killing me, what is it going to do? So that one time you eat some shit that you didn't know some shit was in some shit, it's going to fuck you up. You're going to be you're going to be fucked up because you got so much I say infamous, emphasis on that goddamn food and how it's gonna kill you and how it's fucking you up. So you run across any inconsistent type of thing, crash, crash. You ain't walking that middle path, brother. You ain't walking that middle path, sister. You gotta make this shit work in your favor, bro. You can't forget, like, am I breaking up, y'all? Y'all let me know if I'm breaking up. I love eating sugar break like donuts. And we know too much of anything is bad for you, right? I think that's common sense. I think we all agree with that. I'm just saying, how much heavy of an emotional attachment do you have? Okay, okay, I guess I'm coming through clear. Okay, cool, say I'm good. Zero say the middle path is the way. How much emotional attachment do we have in trying to control things? Remember, we already talked on the old video. We think our mind is conditioned once we get in here. Yes, some conditions happening once you were born, but your mind is preconditioned before you come in. The functions and the functionalities of the mind is already preconditioned. It's already coming in with the cheetah. What's the cheetah? The mind stuff, the memory. It's already programmed with the ego. It's already programmed with that shit. You got the ego and memory coming straight in, incarnating. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button. It's already coming in programmed. It's preconditioned. It was on pre-order. sitting waiting to be shipped through another yoni. Real shit. So we sit under this illusion of trying to control everything in that sense. All you control is this shit up here. That's what we bet to get control of. So we talking about suffering, being free from suffering. First, we know the suffering happens in the body. Second, we know the suffering happens in the mind. Why do we suffer? One, because of our identity. Everything that we're identifying with, our past experience, our present experience, and what we hope to have in the future experience. We're scared of what might happen in the future that we might not be able to obtain and grasp and hold, or we're overly excited for the things in the future. And if it don't go that way, then we scared that we ain't gonna get it. Then our present, we trying to hold on to who we are right now. Just that second that just passed to right now, I'm something totally new already. Up death has already happened on the relative scale. We're not talking about a holistic scale. We're gonna get to the holistic scale. What we say, the monkey mind. The monkey's gonna always want a banana. Always want a banana. You can give a monkey $1 billion. I don't want that. I want some bananas. What's $1 billion? Enlightenment. You can give a monkey enlightenment. I don't want no shit about learning about God, nigga. Give me some pussy, a house, and a Lamborghini truck and a bank account filled with money. Or woman, give me some boss bitch shit and all the designer handbags and the lace fronts and the eyebrows and the lashes. I don't want enlightenment, nigga. What do you mean? I know what's gonna free my suffering. Money. And get your money though. Get your money. Get your money. Get the money. See, that's the ego right there. Get your money. Get my money. It's my money. Money ain't meant to just sit. Money ain't meant to be held. It's meant to be recycled. And that's before we even get to some super deep shit. It's a currency. It needs to have a flow and current. It has to have a current with its flow. It's not mine. If I hold it as mine, it does nothing. So, what do we suffer? Mind and body. We suffer because of our identity attachment. Where we attach our identity. I'm not saying don't have an identity, but at the same time, I am saying don't have an identity. Because that's an illusion. That's an illusion. What do we know? What we know, first of all, is this. We did this in the Dark Veil Lifted video. If you have not seen the Dark Veil Lifted video, please go to my YouTube homepage. You can exit out right now. Go to the YouTube homepage, go to that video, and hit save to watch later. And come back here. The Dark Veil Lifted. You've been lied to about the soul and consciousness and chaos. The code has been cracked. Ain't no more occult secrets that can exist after you understand chaos. Yeah, yeah. And I ain't give that shit that's just that basic shit that you get about chaos neither. We took it to it. What cool say? Hold up. Zero said, hold up. Fact, the monkey man motherfucker. Zero said, Guatemala said, my made your identity make your identity as flexible as long clothes. Facts. That's why I say stand on principle and refine your standards and lower your expectations. Why? Because if you stay rigid with who and what the fuck you think you are and the way that you think things need to go, one thing's for sure. Nature is ebbs and flows, motherfucker. Shit is gonna change. And when shit get to changing, if the ground get to moving like this and you built on two goddamn wooden stilts, crack, you falling. You folding. But if you, I think I seen shit where in Japan or China something like that, they build the buildings in a way like if an earthquake comes, the building moves with the flow of the earthquake. The rigid break, the adaptable survive. Appreciate that, Zero. Appreciate that too, Coop. Appreciate y'all. Coop say the Dark Veil lifted video is the real shit. Zero say that video about the veil lifted is the best video on YouTube. That's love. Best video for eternity. Facts. That's love. Yo, what about now? Am I back in the building? Am I back in the building now? Am I back in the building? What about now? Okay, I'm back. Goddamn AT&T Wi-Fi, bro. So, what do we say suffering happens, y'all? All right, we back. What do we say suffering happens? Suffering happens in the body and suffering happens in the mind. So, if suffering happens in the body, we know what the deal is with that. Ain't too much you're gonna be able to do about the major suffering. You know what I'm saying? Snap you snap your ankle, hey, you know what I'm saying? And then the long term suffering of the body, of the degrading of the body, we know what happens. It's gonna go. Ain't too much you're gonna be able to do about that. Majority of what you're gonna be able to do and work through is gonna be in the mind. What do we know about the mind? That's where all our past life experiences, all the thoughts, all the emotions, all the well, however we identify with anything, that's where it all shows up at. That's what all shows up at. It's in the mind. So where the suffering really happen, the controllable suffering, the observable, well, body's observable too. Where is it happening? It's happening in the mind. And what do we know about the mind? What was I going into? Oh yeah, we know one thing: the seer and the seen can never be the same. The knower and the known can never be the same. Let's walk through our real life experience. That's what we did in the Dark Veil Lifted video. For one, we know that I see things with my eyes. I see this water, but I see this vape with my eye. The vape don't see me. Or I can't look at the vape from the standpoint of view of me. I can't look at me from the standpoint of view of the vape. We know that. The seen and the seen cannot be the same. I cannot see this. I can't see you and see me at the same goddamn time. I can't be the seer and the thing that's being seen at the same goddamn time. Is this true or not? Or is this theoretical? I know you're going to say yes because you're in your right mind, right? So you know that. So with my eyes, I see things with my eyes. Now, when we saying see, we also mean the rest of the five senses. So I can't, the hearer can't be heard. What is doing the hearing cannot be the heard. What's doing the tasting cannot be the tasted. What's the smeller cannot be the scent. All right. So we know the knower and the known cannot be the same. The seer and the seen cannot be the same. This is a principle. Nickel. I cannot see my eyes. Of course, we're gonna say yes, you can. You can take a picture or you can look in the mirror. You're gonna look in the mirror. What you're gonna see is a reflection, something rehashed, something remade, reordered. It's a distortion of the original. I can never see my eyes the way if you standing right here looking at me in my eyes, you can see my eyes. Is this true or a fact? I can see your eyes in an aspect you will never be able to see your eyes. The eyes cannot see the eyes. This is a fact. So we see colors, shapes, pictures, posters, people, things. We taste, touch, feel, see, hear things. Yet we know those things that we taste, touch, feel, see are not the seer. They are the things that are seen. So what does that say? There's a separation between those two. So if I can view, if I can see my body right now, what does that mean? I'm not my body. What I am is not the body. Somebody drop a SOP in the chat or drop a P in the chat if that makes sense. I'll continue after y'all drop a P. Does that make sense? I need multiple people to drop P's in the chat. Are you the body? Cricket hats and shit. I don't see no P's in the chat. What's happening? Y'all done left? All right. Well, we aren't. Okay. Okay. So we know I'm not the body because I can observe my body, which means I'm separate from my body. If I know I'm not the eyes, and when I say eyes or the scene, am I breaking up or something? If I know I'm the scene, if I know I'm the seer, I know I can't be the scene. So if I'm the one that experiences things through my senses, then I can't be my goddamn senses. I can't be my eyes. But where does suffering happen at? It happens in that you suffer through your feelings, right? When you say you suffering through your body hurt. But you know you're not your body. How do you suffer in the body? You feel it. You feel it. So what does that mean? The one that's observing the feeling of suffering cannot be the one that's suffering. All right, we get some peace. It cannot be the one that's suffering. But where is all that taking place? It's taking place in the mind. What is that which sees the eyes? What is seeing the eyes if we know that the knower cannot be the known? If we know that the seer cannot be the thing that's seen, where does suffering take place? The eyes are seen by the mind. The mind is observing all of that. But how do you know you got a mind? Remember, the knower can't be the known. Remember, the seer can't be the seen. What is that that sees your eyes? The mind. What is that that sees the mind? What is that that's observing the mind? It has to be something observing the mind. If it wasn't, how do we know that the mind is going through different states of emotions? Happy, joy, suffering, mad, thoughts about yesterday, thoughts about 3 seconds ago, new thoughts popping up in your head right now as you watch this video. What is that that's observing it? There we go. My nigga Zero the hero, all the way from Mexico. It's awareness, pure, unconditioned consciousness. I'm going to keep, listen, if you tune in to my channel, I'm going to keep drilling this because this is the ultimate cosmic principle. You got the cosmos and you got the principle, which is the substratum for this whole cosmos, whole existence to even exist. That's what you are. So what did I just run through to you? The body, the mind, that's everything right there. And your whole experience exists where? Within your mind. But outside of all of that, of your experiences, that shit you took, that woman you been with, that girl you like, that girl you don't like, that food you like, that ass whooping you got when you was a kid, that time you went to jail, them shoes you put on your feet, the time you got sick, the time you got your heart broke, all of that exists within the mind. But yet we just prove that we are not the mind. Because the seer cannot be the seen. Listen to me. The real I, not the other I, not the ego I, the real I. What is it? You can't grasp it. You can go through the mind. You can go fast forward, rewind back. If you're strong enough, you can keep the mind still. But what is that that's watching that mind be still? What is that that's watching that mind go through all these ups and downs? It's the ultimate P. It's the biggest P. It's what we call the soul. It's what we call God. It's what we call chaos. It is what is known as consciousness. It's beyond duality. It's beyond suffering. So what am I telling you? You beyond suffering. What you are, not the fake you, not the you with a penis or a vagina. Not that you, not the you with the brown, dark brown skin, tan skin, white skin, whatever skin they want to say you are. Pale skin, green skin, yellow skin, don't matter. Not that. You know you're not that because you can observe that. What's that that can't be observed, my nigga? That's the biggest P. That's who you are. And I know because I've been getting DMs, it's hard to kind of fathom and be with that. But you have to practice it on a daily. You have to sit with it. Just not some cool information. I'm telling you, your natural state. I'm telling you, your fucking natural state. It's always there. It's never leaving. It doesn't go nowhere in deep sleep. It doesn't rise in, it doesn't fall. It doesn't dwindle away. It don't do none of that shit. It just sit there. Just like and it's just sitting over me just the whole time. Not going nowhere. Just watching. Got no opinion. It has no opinion. It has no opinion. You need to sit with this. Hit that like button, y'all, please. Like button, like button, like button, like button. You gotta sit with this. You gotta understand that you are this. What's a way to do that? I gave something on my story today. It's a very simple technique. Because all you doing, what I tell y'all, karma is about. Karma is about action. And you do actions, these actions, what do? They sit on your mind. What incarnates, what reincarnates the subtle body is consisted of the ego and the memory. What's in the memory? Impressions made through actions. That's why I ran through the whole thing about the food. You taking it with you when you die. It's too much of a strong impression on your mind. So to be able to take this with you through this life or the next if you got another one, who gives a fuck? I don't. We talking about right now though. Ever present. Who gives a fuck? I do. That's why I'm here talking to you. You take the time when you sit down, when you lay down. Or you can just sit down. This is a meditation as well. Just sit there and try to run your whole day back. Try to run your whole day back. Run your whole day back. See, just try your best. From the time you woke up, what you did. You checked your phone first, try to remember all that. Brush your teeth, did like this, dug in your ass, whatever you did. All the way up to the point where you got in your car, got to work, got in the Uber, got in whatever you did. To the person that said something to you. Lawless Blaze, what up? P, 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 P. Ultimate P, big P, nothing bigger than a P. You sit there and you run your whole day back before you lay down. Just try to run it back the best way you can. What this is doing is getting you in that observer standpoint. This is gonna train the mind to become the observer. What did I hear this at? I can't remember. But this get your mind to stand in the observer standpoint. Today is about be in the world, but not of it. What I just gave to you is not of this world. That's why it's hard to grasp. Because it's not an object to be grasped. Why? Because everything is an object to it. It is the ultimate subject. The biggest P, the cosmic principle, is the ultimate subject. Lawless Blaze said they've been practicing this for 3 weeks now. How funny. Come on now. This is the ultimate subject. Your mind is an object to it. What do we say was in your mind? All your experiences, everything you identify as black, white, straight, gay, happy, angry, mad, a fighter, a warrior, a Moor, a Native American, a Mexican, an Indian, a black man, a woman, a freak, abstinent. You know what I'm saying? Semen retending, whatever, a artist, a rapper, whatever you want to call yourself, all that exists within the mind. That's an object. That shit is an object to the biggest P, consciousness. That body you identify with, that body you hit in the gym trying to get worked out, trying to get them goddamn, trying to get that chest like this and them arms like this. Or ladies, you trying to get that stomach on flat and that ass fat. That's an object to this. You making that your identification. You need to identify with the cosmic P. Or if you don't like that word, because I branded it, it don't matter. Identify with consciousness. Conch isness. It's a isness. It's a isness. It's forever. It is. It just is what it is. Because it's really not a it. It's just a isness. It's a pure being. Just being. You see what I'm saying? Why so many paradoxes for this word? Identify with that. How do we do that? We sit there, we lay our black ass down, our white ass down, our brown ass down, and we try to run back our day at the end of the night. Try to recollect every step of the way that you have went through. I've been practicing this for years and didn't know that this was a technique. I can tell you everything that has happened since 2011 that led me up to this day in 2025. All the major breakthroughs, at least. I can't tell you what toothpaste I use January 12th, 2012. Like, I can't do that. But principle wise, all the major breakthroughs, you should be able to do that. You should be getting to the point where you can do that. So when you lay your ass down and like go into observer mode, observe the whole thing. Watch, emotions are going to pop up. Emotions are going to pop up. It's part of the ego. It's connected with the ego. It's connected with the mind. It's connected with the body. Make sure what you do is do not hold an opinion to that emotion. Feel it, but do not identify with it. Treat it like you're watching a movie. You have to treat your life like you're watching a movie, especially in this standpoint where you're sitting there doing this rapid movement meditation. I don't know what the fuck to call it, but when you sitting there doing this type of meditation, running back your whole day as much as you can, as far back as you can, please hit that like button, y'all. If y'all liking this video, if this ain't no bullshit, please hit the like button. That's all I'm asking. And you can share it if you want to. But all I'm asking is y'all hit the like button. As you run back your whole day, these emotions pop up from that emotional, that bitch that got smart with you at the cash register, or use the bitch at the cash register and got smart with somebody else. Run through all that. Run through all that. View all of that just like you view a movie. You know how you watch a movie and you be like, man, see, look, bro, he got some slick shit going on. No, bro, like he on some other type shit. I think he gonna be the one of the characters that do. Watch it like that. Watch it like that. Don't sit there and have a whole conversation with yourself, but watch it. And then, okay, I guess you could have a conversation. But the whole point is just observing, not having an opinion. So as you get better with that, you start seeing yourself from that standpoint. Sometimes we need to see ourselves from a third person perspective to get the overreaction that we have to this reality. How much in this world we are, how much of this world we are. Let me tell you why this is important. Because you pull the fuck once you pull the fuck back, once you pull the fuck back, they say a person who's in it but not of it, you know what they do? I've been doing this for a long time. But do you know what they do? And I'm pretty sure you have too. Those really on this spiritual path. When shit happens in their circumference of availability, that's probably unfavorable to that person, they check themselves first. They check themselves first. I forgot. I think it was one of them swamis. They called him the swami of 12 philosophies and 6 schools or something like that. They say he was somewhere in India and he stopped when he ran into a lion or something like that. And the first thing he checked, the lion was looking at him like nigga, I'm finna get on your ass. And he was like, first thing he did was stop and check his heart. Am I scared? A matter of fact, the other week I just gave y'all this breakdown. Or when I was on the plane, when I was coming back from my hometown, when I was on the plane, I switched to observer mode. Switch straight to observer mode. I placed myself in a position like, ooh, what if the plane was crashing and then we finna die? Who? Let's see how I would react. I really reacted to shit inside of my mind just to check myself to see how I would react. And I told y'all, and I got like this small little quick feeling in my gut. Heart wasn't beating fast. I took myself through it. Heart wasn't beating fast, but I felt like this little. I can't explain it. Like in my gut, it's like, ooh, I'm checking myself. So you need to be checking yourself. The person who's on the path for enlightenment is not reacting and saying, he did this to me. They did this to me. They did. Look what they doing over there. Look what Trump doing. Look what they doing. Man, they always talking about this. Man, they always doing this and they doing that. See, that's what I'm talking about. Them, the evil spirits, or them, the low vibrational people. They got all this going. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. That's a person who of the world. We not on it. We checking ourselves. We see whatever's going on with Diddy, see whatever going on with Trump, and we question our goddamn self. That's the person who's looking from the observer point of view. Are y'all getting to me? It can be this simple. This is a practice that you can have on the day-to-day basis. Why do I feel like that? Why do I feel like Diddy's the worst person ever? Why do I feel like Donald Trump's the worst president ever? Why do I feel like that bitch at the register I slapped the shit out of her? We check ourselves, bro. We checking ourselves. Check yourself or you wreck yourself. And we call this the self. Pure consciousness, unconditioned consciousness is the self. This is knowledge of the self. You just ain't realizing the self. We know we're not the body. We know we're not the mind. We know we're not our emotions. We know we're not our past. We know we're not our thoughts. What the fuck are we? We are that sits back there and observes all. So what's the practice? Check yourself. Check your emotions. Why do you feel like that? This making some folks leave because they want to hear about what candle to light. This ain't that. They want to hear about what ritual to do to get your enemies up off of you, the people who don't like you up off of you, the bitch who fucked your baby dad up off of you, or some get that child support up off of you shit. All that is happening in the mind. Check the observatory state, man. Yeah, what candle to light? I get that for Trav, man. Let me read these comments. Be ordinary. That's when you'll be extraordinary. Freeing yourself of these afflictive emotions. Right. Damn. I've been checking for a while and didn't even realize it until now. Pete, that's what I'm saying. You already doing it. Become more aware of it, though. You see what I'm saying? Become more alert of it. Become more. What about now? Am I back on? Let me know if y'all can hear that. All right. So I'm gonna have to get through this motherfucker. Seems like the Wi-Fi don't want to play fair with me today, bro. But yeah, you gotta check yourself, man. So that's a practice that you can take on a day-to-day basis. Before you lay down, try to run back your day as much as you can. Run back your day as much as you can. All right. When you wake up, sometimes what I made a practice. When I wake up, I just jot down everything that comes through my mind. It don't even have to make sense. If it's titties, titties, water, vape, boo boo, I'm writing it down. I'm writing it down. I don't give a fuck. Write it down and just keep that shit up for a day. And then at the end of the month, and don't read it. Don't read it. Just write it down. At the end of the month, go back through all that shit and check and see where your mind was at. Observe. You have to switch your shit to the observer standpoint. Day to day interactions. If you can get it, day to day interactions. Somebody made me mad the other day, and I took it back, and I'm like, damn, you know what? Damn, why did I feel like that? And I get to talking to the mind. See, that's your bitch ass talking to the mind. Yeah, that's your. See, you attached. You trying to keep things like this and this and this and that, bro. That shit ain't that serious. Let that shit go, and it be gone like that. Like fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It can be something that somebody can totally have a bitch fit about. I'm not on that. Me and my woman have disagreements. I check myself. Got to get her. You know what I'm saying? Same pace, and she on it. But we got to keep that type of shit going because we have to see things from a whole perspective. Because what the human mind is going to automatically do, defend its own perspective. And we already know that we're not the mind and the body. So if I'm defending my perspective, I'm defending my ego. And we know the ego is just a I am this. That is mine's ownership, placing the limitations. That's all the ego is. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's what it is. And you need it here because you need to be able to identify things. I need to know that this is a bottle. I need to know that my Wi Fi is going out or the Wi Fi is going out. So, this is leading us into Bhagavad Gita chapter 13. So, remember, be in it, but not of it. How do we just do that on a day to day thing? Become an observer of our emotions, become an observer of the way that we thinking and what has made us feel good and made us feel uncomfortable or bad. We're not sitting around here. We can see the gossip and we can hear the gossip, but we take that shit in and observe because we always have an opinion and we observe the way that we feel about that opinion about that thing. We take it back and reflect it back on us. We don't sit and point fingers at everybody else. Today we get into chapter 13 about Gita. And I could go pretty far, but I think I want to start here. We'll be out of here in a minute, y'all. Don't even worry. About another 30 minutes. It's awesome how much energy is wasted of all the thoughts we don't really need. If we change the frame, how much energy is free? Man, facts, bro. All this Blaze said, okay, gotcha. Yes, I totally agree. Come on now. So here we are again. Now we're gonna get into chapter 13 about Vegeta. It's called the knower in the field. And the field. It's see, here this is where it comes from. The knower and the known cannot be the same. So there's the knower, then there's the field. All right. So, and here we got Sri Krishna, which is the self. He represents the self. Now, there's a man who came down and none of that. It's a mythological, anthropomorphical, metaphorical story for you and you and you and you. What does it say? We need to know who the knower is, and we need to know what the field is, because the knower and the field cannot be the same. What are nature and self? This is what the student is asking Krishna. Now remember, the student that's being taught is being taught on a fucking battlefield. He's getting enlightenment from God through with the limitation and the power of Maya coming down and being in his person, in his vicinity, giving him the game on how to get back to chaos. He's not, they don't call it chaos, but that's what we found out consciousness is. Pure unconditioned chaos, pure unconditioned consciousness. The self, Brahman, Shiva, Purusha. He asks him, am I coming through clear or what, y'all? Y'all let me know. I don't want to keep going and God damn it, I'm breaking up. Don't look like him. Okay, totally clear. Okay, okay, okay. So he says, Arjuna, right? Having a conversation with God on earth. All right, all right, all right, all right, bet. El Ra is. Appreciate you for coming through, El Ra. El Ra, the God. Let's see. What are nature and the self? Remember, y'all, we already been taught knowledge of self, knowledge of self, knowledge of self. That shit goes way past your fucking astrology. That shit goes way past your fucking history of ancient whatever. Whatever ancient system, this is beyond that. All that is little boy shit. I'm telling you. If you ain't watched the Dark Veil Lifted video, this may sound offensive to you. Even if you heard that, that may sound offensive to you. But what is it really offense to? Your ego. Your personal identification system is what's being offended. What are nature and self? They're two different things. The knower and the knower cannot be the same. We ran through that. What are the field in its knower? Knowledge in the object of knowledge. Knowledge? How do we know things? We know things through our five senses, but we're just going to keep using the eyes, the see. My eyes are the knower, and this thing here is the object of knowing. Or my eyes is knowledge, and this here is the object of knowledge. So I know this geek bar is blue. It has a black side that shows and lights up. There's the object of knowledge. What we just run through. Your body is an object of knowledge through your eyes and your feelings. Then that switches. Your body and your eyes and your five senses become the object. To what? The mind. And then the mind has all this shit going on within it. Then now we step one back even more. It becomes the object of knowledge to the self, the object of knowledge to consciousness. Everything is an object to consciousness. Every fucking lifetime you've ever had is an object to consciousness. Everything that ever will and ever could and does not exist to this day is an object to consciousness. Teach me about them, Krishna. Knowledge and the object of knowledge. Teach me about them, Krishna. And Krishna said this. We ain't gonna read the whole thing. We just got little certain parts we gonna bounce around. The body is called the field. Your body is the field. Are y'all hearing me? Your body is the field. Remember, the story takes place in a battlefield where Arjuna is about to take a battle with his family for the rightful to be the rightful heir of the throne. The family he was just chilling with a week ago. It was all good. Now it's a holy war finna take place. Krishna, give you a little background just in case you never heard of the Bhagavad Gita. Krishna telling him, hey, this war finna happen and it's gotta happen. And Lord Krishna come down and start giving this nigga some enlightenment. He started giving this nigga enlightenment. And he got enlightenment and he starting to get it now. He's like, hold up, well, ain't no point for me to battle. These is my family. These my cousins, my uncles. I'm not gonna fight them. Why would I fight them? I know this knowledge now. I might as well just go duck off in the woods somewhere and just goddamn, you know, study and get become enlightened more about you and about the self, about pure unconditioned consciousness, about the soul. Christian told him like, nigga, no, this is your dharma, nigga. What you doing here is you gonna get the same shit that you gonna get here. This is what you supposed to be doing. You supposed to be in the field on the battlefield, nigga. And you still have enlightenment on the battlefield. What does that say? You still can have enlightenment while working a fucking day job. You still can have it. We just ran through a method of switching on that observer mode of pure unconditioned consciousness. Become the observer. You can do it there. You don't have to sit in a fucking cave and meditate for 30 years. Not saying you don't have to meditate, but you don't have to sit there and do that for 30 years and exclude yourself from the world. You don't have to. The body is called the field, Arjuna. He told him, the body's called the field, Arjuna. The one who watches whatever happens within it, wise men call them the knower. Did we not just get a method to do that? So, did we not just become the person who is knowing of the self, who has knowledge of the self? It's that simple. Those methods I just gave, this is just that simple. Of course, you can upgrade, but we're gonna start there. It's just that simple to get it going. Get your juices pumping, nickel. Get your juices flowing. Knowledge does not knowledge in the sense that we know knowledge, cosmic puzzle piece, does not exist outside of the senses. Because think about this. That's a great question. So how because the only way to know something, the only way to know something is through the five senses. There's no way you can know what something tastes like. There's no way you can know what something sees like. I mean, looks like. There's no way you can know what something here sounds like. There is no way you can know what something feels like without the senses. Think about that. There's no way you can know. We can't even fathom. Think about it. Honestly, we can't even fathom that, what that would be like. That's why it's hard for us to understand that we are pure unconditioned consciousness. That's why I say us, human beings. I told you in the Upanishads they say the because remember they call pure unconditioned consciousness, they call it Brahman. In Vedanta, they call it Brahman. They say he who says, keyword, he who says, like on some bragging shit, oh, I know Brahman, knows Brahman not. He who knows Brahman knows that he does not know Brahman. You see what I'm saying? That's the paradox. It's the same way that they talk about chaos. It's the same way they talk about Aang Sof and Aang Sofar, the negative limitless light. It's the same way that they talk about it because it's unfathomable. It can't be known by the mind. It can only be realized. And that realization is what we call enlightenment. That realization is what we call enlightenment. So yeah, to answer your question, there's nothing you can know without the senses. So the body is called the field, Arjuna. The one who watches whatever happens within it, wise men call him the knower. That's why I say the only difference between people talking about spiritual. But this Wi-Fi pissing me off. Like really pissed me off. Y'all gotta let me know if I know it's a delay. Somebody let me know if I'm good or not. Cause I don't know what the fuck going on. All right, you good. All right, so that's why I was telling y'all, which means I'm gonna have to hurry up and do this. That's what I'm telling y'all. So I don't remember what the fuck I was telling y'all. So fuck it. So so what he's telling Arjuna is that's why I said there's no the difference is in spiritual rank my ass. Wow, so without the senses, I am the knowledge to be known. You are knowledge. There you go. And they get into that in here. They get into that in here. You are knowledge itself. You are knowledge itself. You are knowledge itself. That's what you are. Because all can be known exists inside of consciousness. Do, 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 do. All things that can be known exist inside of you. If you just join and hit that like button, there you go, Cosmic Puzzle Piece. That's what we talking about. That's why everything. That's why they say in at the beginning of my Dark Veil Lifted video. What did I bring up? Your punish eyes. All the shit is in your punish eyes, bro. They got this shit figured out. Consciousness is still trying to be figured out by science. They still thinking it come from the pineal gland and the thalamus gland. All that shit is hopply glock. That's all Dollar General shit. It ain't working. It ain't it. They can't even figure out. They can't even agree on what the fuck the mind is. Cause they materialists. That's why they say your consciousness goes up and down and you go in and out of consciousness. It's not true. We just ran through a whole open eye meditation, is what we did. The seer and the seen, the knower and the known. We just ran through it. It's not. And we could have run through the waking dream and the deep sleep state. I already did that in the Dark Veil video. But I'll keep reiterating this because this is the P. Everything else is secondary and thirdary, whatever word come out the secondary. God damn it. Let's go. For my Wi-Fi get the fucking up. So wise men call this the knower, the one who knows the field, and the field is the body. And it don't just mean the physical body, nigga. It's talking about the whole fucking planet, the whole existence. And Krishna is telling Arjuna, what he tell him? I am the knower of the field in every body. In every body of existence. I am the knower of the field, Arjuna. Remember, Krishna represents the self. Krishna represents consciousness. Remember that. So anytime Lord Krishna get to talking, that's you, the real you, not this body, not this mind, not these thoughts, not this emotion, and not this race or ethnic group. Not that. The real you. I am the knower of the field in everybody, Arjuna. Genuine knowledge, listen, genuine knowledge means knowing both the field and the knower. I think in Vedanta that's actually called Vijnana. So you got knowledge, then you have supreme not higher knowledge. Higher knowledge is knowledge of the self. That's the highest knowledge you can know. I would see sensation when we say sensation, what you mean? I need you to elaborate when we say are we pure sensation? Because within the word sensation, it uses senses. We're using senses. So if we speaking in a regular term of sensations, no, that only exists in the field. We're gonna get into that type shit. Genuine knowledge means knowing both the field and its knower. Listen, I will explain the nature of the field, what changes take place in it, who is the knower, and what his great powers are. The sages have sung the truths in the secret hymns and in many powerful and well argued reasons about God. Listen, here we go right here. The five elements, right? The eye sense, the understanding, the 10 senses, the mind, the unmanifest, and five domains of the senses. Now, this unmanifest, he's talking about Prakriti or Maya. He'll get into that. Desire and aversion, pleasure and pain, consciousness, will, all these components make up the field. What is with its various changes? Humility, patience, sincerity, nonviolence, uprightness, purity, devotion to one's spiritual teacher, consistency, self control, dispassion towards objects of the senses, freedom from the I sense, insight into the evils of birth, sickness, old age, and death, blah, 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 detachment, absence of clinging to son, wife, home, family, in the unshakable equanimity, in good fortune or in bad, an unwavering devotion to me above all things, an intense love of solitude, distaste for involvement in worldly affairs, persistence in knowing the self, and awareness of the goal of knowing. All this is called true knowledge. What differs from what is called ignorance? Check this out. I will teach you what should be known. Knowing it, you are immortal. It is the supreme reality which transcends both being and non being. Its hands and its feet are everywhere. Everywhere its eyes, heads, mouth, everywhere its. This shit here pissing me off. What now? Am I coming through clear now? We back. Okay, Cos plus you say we back. All right, so peace aside your peace, peace, peace. Shit. Where was we at? Its hands and its feet are everywhere. Its eyes, everywhere its eyes. Heads, mouth, everywhere is its ears. It dwells in all worlds, containing all things. You out, Coop? Appreciate you for stopping by, bro. Contains all things. Though lacking senses, listen, here it goes. So check this out. Its hands and eyes and feet are everywhere. Everywhere is its eyes, heads, mouth, everywhere its ears. It dwells in all worlds, containing all things. Check this out. Though lacking senses itself. Pure unconditioned consciousness does not have senses. It projects senses so that it can have, oh man, you get where I'm going with this? It lacks senses itself. It has no senses. The body has senses. The mind has senses. The body and the mind is its senses. The feet are everywhere. Everywhere is its eyes. Everything is its eyes. Everything is its head. Everything is its mouth. Everything is its ears. It is not it. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying you out. Okay. Okay. Everything is. But yet, pure unconditioned consciousness lacks senses itself. It shines through the working of the senses. It shines through the working of the senses. This is the picture that I wanted to show y'all. I don't know if it's showing y'all, but it's supposed to be. Can y'all see that? I guess it's not showing on the screen. It says sharing the screen. Boom. Boom. Come on, man. See, when I try to do some extra shit, it get to freezing. It ain't gonna do it, y'all. It ain't gonna do it. But maybe y'all got to see that picture while I showed up for that quick second. Let's see here. Is the live screen showing? Let's see here. Is the live screen showing? Let's see here. All right, so we back. But this is what I was trying to show y'all. Just like this. The best you can see. I know it ain't gonna show the best. But there's Lord Vishnu sitting in the middle. And look at all them bubbles. He shines through all. He does not feel none of that shit. See, in every side, inside every little bubble is a whole existence. All your lives. Everybody's lives, past lives, future lives, lives that's happening now. Simultaneously. Obviously, they have to depict it with a human, right? But don't think of it as a human. It's projecting all of those. So inside this little bubble here, somebody's having all five senses and having arguments and having love and having breakups and having suffering and having dreaming and having all the best food, Gucci bags, Louis bags, all of that. But this here, ultimately sitting in the middle, experience none of it or has none of the senses. You see what I'm saying? This is what's happening here. The dream aspect is the best way to understand pure unconditioned consciousness. It's all projected through Vishnu. You can use Vishnu or Shiva, whichever one you like, is projecting light into all of those. So without Vishnu, none of those exist. They all exist within him. You see? The reality of the dream exists within the dreamer. When you flying in your dream, are you really flying in real life? No, 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 no. So it's not touching anything. That's the thing about it. It's not touching anything. Everything within it is what's doing the touching. The objects within it, which is our life and our existence, is doing the touching. But in your dream, When you touch a chair, are you really touching a chair? Within that dream, you really touching a chair, but in the ultimate reality, are you touching a chair? No. So within a dream, you're projecting that chair. Who's inside your dream? Take this example. So inside of your dream, right? You fall asleep. The human body, this body right here, the physical body, you fall asleep in the bed. You close your eyes. You go into the dream world. What does that dream exist? It exists with inside of your mind. So you brought tables, chairs, TV screens, cell phones, food. You brought the women, the other men in the dream. You brought animals, all that into the dream. All of that is a creation that you have created. Who's that creator? You are that creator in that dream. So what does that mean? Everything in that dream is ultimately what? You. Everything in that dream is you. If it's your grandmama in your dream, that's still you. You've created it. You brought that into your dream. You've created that in your dream. The grass that you touching, the cheeseburger you eating in your dream, the banana pudding you eating, it's ultimately all of you. So let's just say you become lucid in that dream, or people start to become lucid in that dream and are aware they're in that dream. Now what do you do? That's the enlightened person becoming illumined in the dream, understand that oh, this is my faction. Or like the movie Inception. You see what I'm saying? Y'all ain't dropping no comments. Am I making sense? Ultimately, everything in that dream is a projection of you that you have created. Obviously, inside of that dream, you flying around and doing the craziest, waviest, coolest shit. But in reality, you just in your bed laying the fuck down. Right? So it's not touching anything. It's just a pure observation. It's just pure observing. It's a projection. It's a light. It's just like the movie light that projects on the screen. It don't think about the movie that think about when you go to the movies. Let's use the movies as an example. When you go to the movies, what happens in the movies? It's a light that's projecting the film. This is only an example. This is not the exact thing. This is just best way for us to get it. So no matter what example we give it, it's not going to be it, but it's the best analogies that we can get. So if you take yourself to the movies and you watch the movie, you got the screen, the blacked out screen, nothing's there. Then you have the light, which projects the film onto the screen. So when those people are getting killed in that movie, when those people are having sex in that movie, feeling good, when those people are sad in that movie, feeling sad, is the light feeling sad? Is the light feel like it's being killed? I need somebody to answer me in the chat. Somebody answer me. Does the light that's projecting the movie feel anything? Does the light that projects the movie takes any side in the bad guy or the good guy in the movie? Somebody answer me inside of the chat. Come on, y'all, for my Wi-Fi start going out. I'm waiting on y'all. It's not a trick question. You know the answer. All right. Zero said no. It's just projecting. That's all it's doing. It's illuminating. You see what I'm saying? It's illuminating the movie. Because remember, the movie's just on a little tiny film. It's only just illuminating it. So it's not touching anything. It's not doing anything. It's just shining. And it's self luminous. Think about a light. You don't need a light to illumine a light. It's self-luminous. You need a light to illumine objects. And what Coop TS just said, the light ain't got a damn thing to do with polarity. So this character and that character, this character and that character in a movie only exists because of the non-dual light. That's why I told y'all this thing here is an illusion. Ultimately, not relatively. Relatively, this is a real breakdown of the map, of the mind, of the universal God mind. Because what we're talking about now is beyond a God. What we're talking about right now is beyond a God. This duality, this duality here is relative. Is relative to the existence in manifest reality. It is. But ultimately, the shit behind here would be Ain Sof and Ain Sofar, which is projecting this. It's not caught up in what's going on here. It's just a movie going on all in here. Back here, that's a projector light, like that right there, shining down through, showing you. So now you can't see the light. All you see is this. See what I'm saying? All you see is this. So now the light has projected this into existence. Ultimately, it's not really there. It's only the light. It's only you, the dreamer, projecting a reality that's real to you. That's it. You are that light. So when we say light beings, we don't literally mean a light. Facts. The three negative veils need Kether to be the projector. You see what I'm saying? So Kether can represent a masculine aspect, but guess what? To Ain Sof and Ain Sofar, it's a feminine principle because it's on the receiving end. Kether is on the receiving end for Ain Sofar, the triple black darkness. It's receiving. It's receiving. It's receiving from the darkness. The darkness is light, though. The light is darkness. And also, Kether is Malkuth to the Ain Sofar, to the triple black darkness, to chaos. I'm only giving you what's been spoke about by their principle. This is how I was able to decode it. It's feminine. Kether, the king crown, the king, it's feminine to the aspect of what? So that means Kether would be Maya. Come on, y'all. Kether would be Maya. You thinking it's starting over here with Bina. You thinking Bina is No, it starts here. It starts here. It starts here. I'm telling y'all, it starts here. The projection starts there. Remember, there's the light. Here's the movie screen. Here's the play. Here's your whole universe. Here's your whole cosmos and all its principles. Same way you have a dream and lay down the principles inside of your dream. Obviously, you're not doing it consciously, though. You are not doing it consciously, or you're not doing it knowledgeable. Let's say that. So let's get through it, y'all. So that light is what we're talking about now. That light, though lacking senses itself, it has no senses because why, y'all? Senses are not created until we get down here, all up in here. The senses are here. Back there are no senses. It's just pure projection. Just pure projection. Cool TGS says, damn, Kether is Maya. Damn, no way. Too much sauce. It's you gotta when you look at it from that perspective, it's like, well, the only because what did we get from one of the greatest occultists, Miss Dion Fortune, or even Kenneth Grant? And you ain't even got to get it from them. You just pay attention when they get to talking about negative existence. It's the substratum of all things that existence. The unfortunate said, even though we are out of the range of it, doesn't even though we are out of the range of knowing it, does not we mean we are out of the range of its influence. The whole tree of life exists within triple black darkness. Aang Soph and Aang so far. The whole tree exists within it. It's not even outside of it. So what is that? That's telling us by they principle that that shit is an illusion. It's a relative illusion. That's what I posted on my what's the name today. This world is not real, but yet it is not unreal. Um, if y'all ain't inside the Discord, you missed it. Cause L said 777 posted this. And it's some yogic wisdom. Even though the world is not real, yet it is not unreal. It is like a dream, real until it isn't. It's real until it's not. But you can go to we going beyond to ultimate reality, the source of who you really are. You beyond God. This is what Bobby Emmett told us. We came before the gods. This light. Here's your gods. You before them. You before it. Or those things. They're things. This is an object to the subject. This is the subject. This is the object. Whole existence is the object. That's what he's breaking down right here in chapter 13. The knower in the field. Those who know the field, we call the wise men call him the knower. Let's get to it. Though lacking senses itself, it shines through the working of the senses. Unattached, all sustaining, experiencing the gunas, yet above them. It's above the three gunas, Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. Outside, listen, it's outside, yet within all beings. So when you're watching a movie, even though that projector is not inside the movie, is it not still within the characters in the movie? Because the only way you're seeing the characters on the movie screen is because the light. They made of straight light inside of the movie screen. I know somebody get me. So it's outside, yet within all beings. It's motionless, yet always moving because nature moves and it's projected by nature. So ultimately, the light is not moving. But look at this piece of paper, though. Look at this. Look at this piece of paper, though. It's moving. Come on, y'all. Talk to me. Talk to me. Subtle yet beyond comprehension. And this is why it's hard to understand it. I'm going to tell you, it's hard because it's so simple. That's what I found out studying this. It's just too simple. Remember, over on Trad page, right? Or just reading Mystical Kabbalah. She tell you the higher you go up the tree, the more simplistic it gets. It gets super simple. And and they'll run it to you like, nope, no human mind can understand it. No human mind can. They technically right. No human mind can or canned. No human mind can know it because it's not something to be known. It's just something to be realized, y'all. That light is pure being. It's just a isness. It's not a thing. It's not something you can grasp. You can grasp this, not figuratively speaking, because the tree of life is not like it's sitting out there in space. There's no shit like that. It's a map, and it's not the territory. All right. So outside yet within all beings, motionless but always moving, subtle and beyond comprehension. Far, listen, far yet nearer than near. How do you know that? Did we just go through that the seer and seen open eye meditation? You're not the body, not the mind, not the emotion, not the thoughts. You are that which is observing all that. It's always there. It's never left. God has never left you. Even though we talking about beyond God, but let's just use it. It's never left you. It's always there with you. When you wake, when you in deep sleep, when you dreaming, when you so-called medical terminology unconscious, you still conscious because you are pure consciousness. Invisible, though it seems divided in separate bodies. Indivisible, though it seems divided in separate bodies. That's right there. Why do I not have that highlighted? So let's run that. You can't divide consciousness. It's not your consciousness, my consciousness, his consciousness, that consciousness. It seems divided. Why does it seem divided? Because we live in duality. And duality ultimately is what? An illusion. You think everybody has different consciousness. You think everybody has different souls. Some of you think some people don't have souls. That's soul. Take all the analogies I just gave you. That's the soul. That's the self. There is no existence without the soul, without the self. There is no individual soul. There is no individual consciousness. It's undivisible. It's one big goddamn light. We're using light as an analogy. Remember that. Cosmic Puzzle Piece say, bro, you got my 16-year-old niece tapped in heavy right now. She getting downloads right now. See, that's what I love, bro. That's what I love, bro. Salute to her. Tell her I said salute to her. Stand on P. Tell her standing on P means stand on principle. This is the principle, the ultimate principle. There's nothing beyond this. This is the last factor. This is the last goddamn evil character. Evil. Y'all hit the like button. I see y'all here. Please hit the like button, y'all. Come on, man. Please hit the like button. But this is that final level. This is the final level. It's chaos. It's darkness. It's the soul. It's consciousness. It's the self. This is the last one. Tell her stand on principle. What I just described, all those determinations right there, that's the principle that we talk about over here. It's the principle. This is the principle, the ultimate principle. There's nothing above it because everything is existing within it. Remember that. Because what did they say? So basically, like the whole tree of life is turned inside, it's turned itself inside out. Ain't so and ain't so far has turned itself inside out. I showed y'all that on the Dark Veil Lifted video. Remember we showed the lotus flower? You know, the lotus flower had Kether dead smack in the middle of it. And you know a flower does just like this. It opens up just like that, right? This is what the tree is. It's not outside of darkness. It's still within it. Out of darkness comes light. But guess what? Darkness is not darkness. It's just a light that we cannot perceive. I know y'all hearing me. You heard that from Bobby Hemming, and you've heard that from Panic, and you've heard that from Dr. Phil Valentine. So that shouldn't be nothing new. We looking at the inside the tree all the time. Well, on my bad, Coop. I don't know what you mean. Say that again. But I see something else you said. So Kether is the Godhead of Maya. What we thought of as God is just a placeholder for something beyond. Yes. 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 It's just a name. It's just a form, and it's just a function. It's a it's a it's a it's a concept. It's a concept. And that's the best way we can get to understanding triple black darkness is giving each other concepts and keep talking about it. Y'all keep showing up here. I'm gonna keep pushing this P. That's the only way we gonna be able to get it because we gotta keep sitting with it. You gotta keep sitting with it, bro. I'm not saying walk around all day like I'm pure consciousness. I'm pure consciousness. You don't have to do that. Get the concept, sit with it all day, take it everywhere with you. Let it sit in the back of your mind all day. Go through those observatory steps that we just ran through. That we ran through at the beginning of the video. Okay. Stand on cosmic P. Or stand not. God damn it. Come on now. Zero says, my note said in the bed being lifted. Zero says, literally gave me key. I'm literally gave me the key I missed to improve my understanding. Bet. That's why we got to keep talking about it. That's why we got to keep talking about it. I always look to learn about the P, and he said it all. We're looking at okay. Damn, Coop. Coop TGS. I want you to say that again, brother. Because I think I just want to make sure I didn't understand your question wrong. So I can be sitting here answering the question and it don't even make sense to the question that you asked. So it is indivisible, though it seems divided in separate bodies. That's why my soul, yeah, soul.